Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin', what's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's poppin', people? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on? Navin in the building, Danny in the building, Debo W in the building, Iceberg SJD, Art is up in here. And Navin's funny, he said, Locario's moving the time back like a woman with low interest. Facts. My bad, I started late because, I was trying to set this shit up and, the cameras was acting all funny, so I had to just do shit with the tripod. You know how shit goes sometimes, but it is what it is, man. We're here. What's going on? Raymond, what's popping? Andrew, what's going on? Certified Tyrone in the building. What up? So let's do this first, actually, before we get into any of the other things that we got to do. So let's go.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we here, we back. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about, 5 things men do when they're clueless about attracting women. And see, one of the hardest things for guys to understand is that they're trying to get women, but they don't really realize or understand or know that they're doing a lot of weird shit. You understand? To try to get girls, that they're doing things that they don't need to do to get girls. They're overextending themselves to get women. And getting with women is not hard, guys. It's really not hard. Like the stuff that I'm teaching you guys is not hard. It's really not. You understand? Now, what it is you got to put in some work, right? You got to actually take action. But it's not hard. Once you understand certain things about women, once you understand certain ways of, to actually make shit happen with chicks, it's not really hard. And it's funny. What made me think about this topic was because I put up a post on my Instagram, not my Instagram, my Facebook. I put up a status and I said something like, if you don't get pussy, that means you don't understand women. You feel what I'm saying? And then so what's funny was that some guys, they understood what I was saying, but then other guys was like, oh, this is why I don't like you PUA guys. And listen, I'm not a fucking PUA guy. Stop the nonsense. Okay? They're just, trying to sell you stuff. So that's why I go overseas and pay for pussy and yada, 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 and all that other good stuff, right? Iceberg S said those glasses looking hypergamous, hilarious. And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. And if you want to call up, the call-in number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Let's put that number up. Now, so I'm going to go through these 5 things. This is in no order of importance. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that, guys have to understand. So if you're doing any of these things, right, stop. You understand? Stop doing them today. You understand? Because you're wasting your time. Shout out to my dude, Joe Blast in the building. What's going on, fam? Yeah, if you're doing any of these things, just stop it ASAP. Don't do it to yourself, guys. All right, so let's just jump right into this shit. Let's just get into this stuff right here. So, first thing I have on the list of one of the things that men do when they're clueless about attracting women is going on dates just to get sex. What up, Champion Mindset was popping. Don Bernard was going on. Duke Alex was popping. So dudes is out here going on dates strictly just to have sex, which is stupid as fuck. Do you guys know that you can have a lot of sex with a lot of different women without going on any dates? Like, if you just want to have sex with women, you don't ever have to go on a date ever in your life. You don't have to. You understand what I'm saying? You can just go and have sex with the women. But when guys are clueless about women, they think that they have to go on dates in order to get to sex. Right now, it's one thing if you're going on a date, you're feeling the chick out, you're feeling the vibe or whatever, and then you have sex and you're like, hey, I want to have sex with this girl. Cool, that's one thing. But if you think that you have to wine and dine a chick, spend a bunch of money on her, take her out for a drink, do all this extra stuff to get to sex, then you're clueless about women. See, and this is the funny part. I always hear this from guys. They'll say, when I talk about guys paying for pussy, they're like, well, you're paying anyway if you're going on a date. See, that right there is showing you that they're clueless about women because they think that you have to pay to get to the pussy. Meaning they say, well, I'm just going to give her the money straight up, but you're going on a date with her. See, that guy has a trick mentality, so he thinks that going on dates is just for sex. And he would be the type of guy that if he went on a date, he would go on a date strictly just to try to get sex from the woman. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is you do not need to go on a date to get sex from a woman. You don't. You don't ever have to go on a date. You understand? See, what you need to do is, and this is the thing, what a lot of guys don't understand is this, is that you need to be the type of guy who knows how to talk to women, who knows how to flirt, who knows how to build sexual tension, who knows how to dress. You understand what I'm saying? Who is a guy who's attractive overall, who's sexually attractive, and that'll make women want to have sex with you. You understand? It's that simple. If women find you sexually appealing, they will have sex with you. You do not have to go on any dates, period. And you know what's interesting? I want to tell you guys about the new Bad Boy membership program coming up because, I talk about this a little bit in this program. But a few months ago, I came out with this program called How to Take Pictures That'll Get You Laid on Online Dating Sites. So now next week, I'm going to drop this early. So this is for the month of April. I have this new program called How to Send Messages That'll Get You Laid on Online Dating Apps. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is that, with this one right here, I was just talking about getting the certain types of pictures that will evoke, women to want to match with you, all this other stuff. And in this one, I go into detail about, different types of messages you could send to get her off the app and to get her to want to sleep with you. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to be dropping that, early, like late next week or whatever it is. And you'll be able to get that if you're on the Bad Boy membership. So make sure you guys get on the Bad Boy membership ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? ASAP. So what a lot of guys think is they think they got to go on a bunch of fucking dates in order to, get a chick to want to fuck them. Or they think this is the only route. This is the only course. What a monogamous player. And that's some bullshit. See, if you understand how women operate, meaning that you understand that women like sex, right? Women enjoy dick, right?
Dick is a gift.
When you understand this,
it's a gift.
Then you're not saying, damn, you're not like, man, I got to go out here and take this girl out. See, guys who are clueless about women, they don't realize how much women like sex. So therefore, they're listening to women saying, hey, you got to take me out, wine and dine me, get to know me. I'm not that type of girl, yada, yada, yada. They're saying all of this shit. And then so due to a naive, they believe this stuff. And then they think that they can't get a girl or get sex without going through the dates. And they'll go on multiple dates. They'll be like, yes, the third date is coming up. So finally, I might get some pussy. This is what dudes think, unfortunately. You understand? This is what happens, right? And so you guys have to understand that if you want to have sex with these women, you do not have to go on all these dates. Why? Because women love sex. Facts. Women love sex. See, I have a program on the Bad Boy membership called Same Day Lay. How to sleep with her on the first day y'all meet. You understand? You don't have to go on no dates. But guys who are clueless about women think they have to go on dates to get sex. It's sad. It's really sad. You understand? It's really sad. But let's get to the next one. So the next thing that men do when they're clueless about attracting women is confiding in a woman. Confiding in a woman. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're telling her all of your deepest, darkest secrets. You're being vulnerable with this woman, right? You're showing all the emotion, telling her how you feel about things. You had a bad day at work. You go on this date with this girl. You let her know all that, like you can't stand your boss, and then this thing happened, and then that thing happened, and you're going through all these troubles and struggles and all that other stupid shit. See, what the guy does is that he thinks that this is what women want because they hear women say, why don't you be more vulnerable? Why don't you show your emotions? You understand what I'm saying? Abel said, Mr. Locario, you don't tell me your secret. I tell you all my secrets, girl. Stop playing now. So here's the thing. See, when you confide in women, right? All they do is see you as weak. That's it. And it messes up the dynamic you have between you and the chick. Now, I'll say this is an exception, right? If you've been with a woman for a long time, right? You've been with a woman for years. It's your girlfriend, wife, whatever. You've been with her for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is, right? You've been with this woman for years. There's going to be times if she's around you, a lot. She's going to see times when you're upset. She's going to see times when you're feeling a certain type of way. It is what it is, right? But what you have to understand is that even with that, you don't want to be sitting there, crying and bitching and moaning all the time. You understand? So yeah, if you've been with a woman for a long time and y'all been together for a long time, she's around you and all this other shit, she's going to see those times where you're feeling a certain way, and it is what it is. But even with that, you still don't need to sit there and just pour every fucking little thing out. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that women can't handle that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't know what to do with that. You understand? And what it does is a lot of times that it turns them off because they're looking at you as the strength. You see what I'm saying? They're looking at you as a strong motherfucker, but now who are you when you're acting this way? You understand? See, look at it like this. I always use this example of a business, right? Let's say you're working at a job and you're an employee at a company and your boss comes up to your cubicle and they're like, yo, oh man, I'm just really having a bad week. And you're like, okay, so what's up? And then your boss is like, oh, we're losing so much money. We're going to have to lay off some people. Like, I just don't know what's going on. I just don't know. Like, I don't know how to handle this. You're going to look at your boss like, what the fuck? So now you worried about your job. You're like, so what does this mean for me? Like, am I going to get fired? And the boss is like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so overwhelmed right now. I just can't. You see what I'm saying? So when you're being super vulnerable and confiding in the chick and all that other shit, right? You're creating a dynamic to where how she views you is going to change. You understand what I'm saying? How she views you is going to change. And then that fucks up the relationship, that fucks up the dynamic of the situation because she viewed you first as this masculine, dominant guy who has his shit together. And now you're a bitch crying on the floor. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. See, confide in your friends. Talk to your homeboy. See, a lot of guys, what they do is that they confide in the woman because they hear the woman saying, oh, I like a man who shows his feelings and his emotions. It's okay. I like guys who are vulnerable. And then the guy thinks, oh, well, women like this. They're like, women like this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Women like that type of shit. So I'm going to do that. And maybe we'll have a closer bond. No. You feel what I'm saying? No. So that's what you got to do, man. Just if you feel in a certain type of way, call your boys up, go to the therapist, do that type of shit. But you trying to confide in her, that's not bringing you closer to her. That's actually making you get farther apart from her. You understand? Because she's going to pat you on your back. She's going to wipe your tears away. Right? And she's going to tell you it's okay. But in the back of her head, she's thinking, oh my God, this guy's like, my vagina's drying up because this motherfucker's whack. You understand what I'm saying? He said, if I cry in front of them, they'll pair bond. Exactly. That's what niggas want. That's what niggas want. And guys, you have a question for the Q in the chat? For the Q in the chat, and we'll get to the questions. So let's go to number three. Number three. So the third thing, and this is how you know a motherfucker's clueless about women. Oh my goodness. This shit happens all the fucking time. This is how you know a dude is clueless about fucking women. A man is clueless about women when he thinks that him and women are equal. When he treats a woman as an equal, he's an idiot. He's clueless about women. See, and this goes deep in so many different ways, man, that guys really just don't understand this shit. Like, I see a lot of this shit on YouTube where dudes would be like, oh, well, she did this, so then why can't I do that? And I'm like, well, you're not a chick. You're a man. You're different. It's a different thing. So, for example, the dude to think a woman is, that him and a woman is equal by, for example, he'll try to set up a date, but instead of telling her where, when, what time the date's going to be, instead of instructing her on where to meet him, what time, what day, he'll say some stupid shit like, so, well, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? So he's putting the planning of the date in the hands of the woman. Why? Because he thinks that women and men are equal. You understand what I'm saying? He's sitting around waiting for choosing signals before he goes and approaches a woman. Because he's like, well, you know, the woman should just like check me out and give me the signs and do all this other stuff. Why I always got to go and approach and take action? Why can't she just do it? Why can't she give me the signal? Why can't she approach me? See, guys are thinking that men and women are equal. You see what I'm saying? And so when you have this thought process, what happens is that you fuck up the entire dynamic of what you're doing when you're dealing with women. See, part of what makes women find you unattractive is the fact that you think they're equal to you. You understand? A woman wants a man who's a leader, not an equal. See, then the problem is this. A lot of guys listen to too much of what women say. Because women will be like, I want a partner. I want a person who's going to be my equal. Bullshit. Bullshit. You understand? See, a woman wants you to lead her. A woman wants you to guide her. A woman wants you to take care of shit so that she can rest in her feminine so that she can be of service to you in her feminine. But see, when you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, you know, we're equal and we can do the same things and blah, blah, blah. No, they don't want that shit. And what happens is that makes it harder for you to attract the woman. Makes it harder. See, like there's just certain things. Like if there's certain things that if guys just understood, their whole game would just fucking change, bro. Like they would be getting the type of woman they want, more sex, more cooperation, if they knew this stuff. But when a guy is clueless, he doesn't know this shit, and then therefore he doesn't get what he wants. It's unfortunate. See, dudes out here, they're like thinking, or they're almost like trying to compete with women in certain situations. Like, I've even heard women say, I've heard guys say rather that, oh, well, this woman, you know, I got to come at her different, or she's out of my league, or they'll like sort of put her at the same level as them because she's making a certain amount of money or some goofy ass shit like that. Oh, she's different. She has her PhD. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what happens is that they're like, well, she has her PhD. I have my PhD. So that means no, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. We're like, well, she's my equal because she's making the same amount of money. I'm a high value man and she's a high value woman. So we're equal. I make 6 figures. She makes 6 figures. We're equal. No, idiot. No. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the biggest things that makes guys in this game not really get where they want to go when it comes to dealing with women. Because what happens is that when a guy thinks that men and women are equal, what he does is that he puts the role of what he's supposed to do in the situation in the hands of the woman. Then he starts to wait for her to take charge, for her to take the lead. He's like, well, I don't feel like taking the lead, and I don't feel like, managing the situation. I'll leave it up to her to do it. Like I had guys say, this one dude was talking about, and I've heard this before with plenty of guys, but I remember this one guy, he was like, yeah, so, I matched with the girl and, I told her that, yeah, we should get together and hang out sometime. And so I said, okay, cool. When y'all hanging out, when y'all getting together? He's like, oh, well, I'm just waiting for her to call me because I gave him my number. I'm like, well, did you give her a time to call you so y'all can set it up or anything like that? He's like, no, I'm just waiting for her to call me. So I was like, well, did she call you? Nah, she ain't call me. She acting. I'm like, nigga, why don't you take initiative and set the shit up and not put it in her hands to just do shit. You got to tell her what to do if you're going to do it that way, or you have to tell her what it is. He's like, well, why can't she, hit me up and tell me where she want to go? I'm like, oh my God, these niggas is ridiculous out here. But see, they want that to happen because they think, or they assume that's going to happen because they think that men and women are equal. That's not the case. And when you think that, you're fucking clueless about women. It's that simple. It's that simple. So guys, call the number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. Also, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we'll get that shit going. So now we're up to number 4. So now number 4 sort of kind of goes to number 3. But the fourth thing that men do when they're clueless about attracting women is following a woman's lead. Following a woman's lead. See, I tell guys, for example, when you're setting up dates with women, a date you have with a woman should always be her following you. So what goofy dudes do is they'll say to a chick, hey, let's go get a drink Friday night. And she says, oh, well, I don't really like to drink. Can we go to dinner instead? I really like Ruth Chris. Can we do that instead? I'd rather do that. And then the guy's like, okay. And so he follows that woman. And he's like, okay, we'll do that. Right? Or a woman is like, hey, like the guy wants to fuck, right? The guy wants to have sex. And the woman says, I'm not the type of girl. I really want to wait and get to know you. So can we like talk more and can we like get together more and take it slow and get to know each other more? And the guy is like, okay. He's a dumbass. And 2 and 2, I'm gonna get to you in a second. He's a dumbass. He's clueless. See, he thinks by following the woman, he's gonna get what he wants. He's gonna get what he wants. He thinks that the woman is gonna like him. See, what a guy who actually understands dealing with a guy who has game. This is what he'll do in those scenarios. Let's say he says, hey, let's meet on Friday for a drink. She says, oh, can we go to Ruth Chris instead? I don't really want to drink, blah, 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 whatever, right? He'll say, listen, at some point when we get to know each other, you can take me out to Ruth Chris if you want. But what I'm going to do Friday night is I want to go get some drinks. So are you down or are you not? Right? And if she's like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. No problem. Well, listen, you have my number. Hit me up when you're ready. That's it. That's how a guy who knows how to deal with women deals with women. Second scenario, he's trying to have sex with the girl. Girl's like, oh, I'm not that type of girl. We should get to know each other more, and I don't want to have sex yet. You're like, all right, cool. You know what? Actually, I respect the fact that that's where you are with it. But I want to have sex. So when you're ready to have sex, you have my number. Give me a call. You have a good night. That's it. That's it. Listen. You never follow the woman. Do not follow the woman, period. If you follow the woman, you're fucking up. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. As soon as you follow a woman, you lost. As soon as that happened, you lost. Like if you're saying to a girl, hey, let's go out for drinks. And she says, I actually want to go to dinner. Can we do that instead? And you say yes, and you go out to dinner with her, you're done. Matter of fact, you already lost even before you went to the dinner. You might as well just call her in and call a fucking date off because you lost. It's over. You're finished. She has now took your balls and put it in her purse. It's that simple. So that's number 4. Now let's get to the last one here. Oh, this is how I know. This is how I know when a guy is fucking clueless about women. It's so the 5th thing that men do when they're clueless about attracting women is believing what women say. It's so sad. It's so sad. Like, when a guy's game is super weak, I mean, this guy, he's just goofy. Like, it's sad. Like, when a guy's game is weak, he just believes what women say. He believes it. Whatever she said is the truth. See, what a lot of guys don't know how to do because they ain't got a mouthpiece, they don't know how to get to the truth when it comes to dealing with women. So what happens is that a woman will say a certain thing, and women are very clever at phrasing things certain ways. So not only do you believe her, but she phrases it in a way for you to believe her or to see her a certain way. So for example, a woman will say, yeah, I haven't been with a guy in like 4 years. I've been single for 4 years. So because you're clueless, you think she hasn't had sex for 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that's what you believe. Even if a woman said, hey, I haven't had sex for 4 years, you just believe her. You just believe her. And part of the reason why you believe her is because you want to believe her in a lot of cases. See, a lot of guys want to believe the fairy tale the woman tells them because women know what type of women y'all are looking for, especially if you're a beta male, especially if you're one of these guys who's worried about the body count, who's worried about a chick being a slut. They know that you give a fuck about this shit, so they're going to tell you things to make themselves look like that woman. You understand? So when you're clueless about women, you just believe what women tell you. And this is the crazy part. This is how, women are so slick, it's insane. See, what women do is this, and I did a video about this a while ago, is that a lot of times you'll sometimes hear women like make a big deal about the truth, right? Which is cool, which is fine. But what happens is that generally what'll happen is that you'll be dealing with a woman and she'll be like, I like honesty. Just don't lie to me. Keep it real with me. Like I've heard plenty of women say this, right? Plenty. So what happens is that because the woman is saying that, because she's talking about how much she loves the truth, you assume what she's saying is true. Because if a person loves the truth that much, I mean, doesn't it make sense that what they tell you would be the truth? Why would a person who loves the truth so much lie? You see what I'm saying? So that's the trick that women will do sometimes. They're like, oh, I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest. Fair enough. But because you hear that she wants you to be honest so much, you assume what she's saying is real. So if she tells you, I haven't had sex with any guys in like 4 years, right? You just gonna believe her because why would she lie? She's such a champion of the truth, correct? Now, whether or not she has sex with guys, within that 4 years shouldn't matter. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of dudes give a fuck because they worry about the body count or whatever. But I'm just using that as an example to say that guys will just believe anything the woman says. Even sometimes what will happen is that a woman will talk about her ex and sometimes she'll say he's like the worst nigga on earth. Like she'll be like, oh, my ex was such an asshole. He did this and he did that, blah, 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 blah. And then the guy who's clueless about women, what he's going to do? He's going to be a fucking Captain Save-A-Ho ass nigga. And he's going to be like, oh, he did all that. That's crazy. How could he do that to you? You're so special. How could he do that to you? No. You're a delicate flower. Listen, I would never do that to you. Never. I would never do that to you. You're so beautiful. You're so awesome. You're smart. You're sexy. Any man will be lucky to be with you. How could your ex do that? Listen, I will never do that to you. Right? And this nigga, he means it. He's a nice guy. You understand? He's a nice fucking guy. He believes that shit. Like he believes what you're saying. He believes everything that the woman is saying about her ex. He believes that shit. And the reason why he believes it is because he's clueless. You understand? Exactly how to play the.
I don't know what to do. Oh my God.
That's gonna be niggas when after the fact. When
I can't believe this shit.
That's gonna be them.
All these months I've been dealing with her.
I'm telling you.
And I just thought she was official. She lied to me.
That's gonna be the motherfuckers out there. It's terrible. It's terrible. So, understand that goes down. You understand? Like, see, guys with game don't take what chicks say for face value. You understand? You don't take nothing the chick says for face value. You understand? She's like, oh, my ex was an asshole. Okay, yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Oh, I've never had sex on the first date. Uh-huh, yeah, sure. That sounds cool. That's nice. I'm not the type of girl. Uh-huh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, uh-huh, right. Okay. So, like, none of that means anything. Because, see, what you have to understand ultimately when it comes to a woman, too, is that generally, and this is not even just women, but guys will do this shit too, but generally women will do this a lot more in most cases, is that women have an idea of who they are, right? But the idea of who they are doesn't match up with the actions they take in real life. So a woman will say, I'm not that type of girl, and really believe she's not that type of girl. And then she'll fuck some dude quickly. But what she'll do in her mind to rationalize it is she'll say, oh, but I got to know him. Like we had a connection, even though she only knew him for 2 hours. But she had the connection in 2 hours, so now it's fine. You understand? Now again, I don't give a fuck about her fucking a dude quickly. I'm just saying, using it as an example. Right? So in her mind, she's like, I never just like have sex with guys I just meet. You understand? And in her mind, well, I didn't just meet him. We had a deep conversation for like an hour and a half, before we made it happen. You understand what I'm saying? It'll be like goofy shit like that. Or what'll happen is that a woman will say these things, right? Like she'll be like, oh, I never gone home with a guy before. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't mean she won't, though. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean she won't. See, a lot of times when a woman hasn't done something, it's just that she hasn't met the right guy to do that with. I'm saying it again. Sometimes when a woman hasn't done something, it's just she hasn't met the right guy to do that thing she hasn't done with. You understand? She hasn't done that thing with any dude yet because she hasn't met the right guy to do that with. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean she won't ever. She just hasn't met the right guy to do that with. When the right guy comes along, she will do the shit she says she won't do. See, and that's the type of guy that I want to coach you guys to become. You want to become the guy that the women are going to do the things that they say they wouldn't do with any dude. You want to be that guy she's going to do it with. You understand? So women will say, I will never do A, B, and C. But you want to be the guy, she says, fuck it, I'm gonna do A, B, and C with this guy. That's the level of game you want to be on. Right? So if you're chilling there and you out here talking to girls and you're like, yo, I want to, try to hook up with chicks quickly on the first night, first date. I'm trying to get that shit cracking. Now, it doesn't mean that's going to happen every time, but what it is that understanding that women will do that for the guy they want to do that with, it shows you how she views you. You understand? It's a simple way to see where the girl's head is at and how she views you in the situation. Because there's it was a show on Netflix, and I'm gonna get to the calls in a second. There's a show on Netflix called Date Night, or it was like a reality show type of thing or whatever. I can't remember. It was something about date something or whatever. But anyway, they have these people that are like the main person, and they go on like 5 dates, and by the end of the episode, they choose one of the 5 people to go on the second date or whatever. And it was an episode where this chick, she was on a date with this one dude, and the guy was like, talking all sexual with her and, flirting, building sexual tension, trying to do that shit as he should. And the girl was like, oh, why are you talking like that? That's so disrespectful. And I'm not that type of girl, all that bullshit, right? Then literally it cuts to her on the other date with this other dude. And she's foaming at the mouth trying to fuck that guy that night. You understand? So one guy, she's like, I don't do that. The next guy, she's like, You see what I'm saying? So one guy, she's like, I don't do that. I'm not that type of girl. The next guy, she's like, So who is she? Is she this girl? Or is she the girl that don't get down like that? She's both. You understand what I'm saying? She's both. So because she's both, understand how she's coming at you is telling you what type of guy she sees you as. But see, if you're clueless when it comes to dealing with women, you're going to be like, but Locario, she's just a good girl. She's not like these other girls out there. She's not like these other thoughts. She's not for the streets. It's sad. It's sad that dudes don't get this, but it is what it is. But anyway, let me take some calls. Calling number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to that. So let's go to 212, and then 714. 212, what's popping? Who is? Yo, what's going on?
What's good, man?
What's popping? Did you donate?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so what's going on?
So I had a question. I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm from New York, and I plan to go on a date with a woman because I wanted to see the new Batman movie that came out, and I was gonna take the woman with me, but she couldn't make it. She flaked, and I wanted to go downtown because I'm from New York, and I wanted to take a woman, just pick up a woman I saw and was interested in, and just take her with me. And I was wondering if that's a good plan, or should I go to like a specific bar or like a spot first, or should I just do it like on the fly, like because the movie is on 42nd Street, so I was wondering like how I should do that.
So you say you wanna randomly go like get some other random chick and then take her to the movies with you?
Yeah.
I mean you could do that if you want. Fuck it. I mean, like if you got enough skill to make that happen, then do it. But I don't even think movie dates are really like good dates, honestly. Like for like first dates and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a dark room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching the screen. You're not interacting with each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say.
So do you think like a bar?
Say it again.
Do you think like a bar would be a better place?
Yeah. And wait, what time? When is your movie happening?
I was planning to go around like 7 p.m. probably.
Today?
Yeah, today. I was go around like 8 p.m. I was planning.
So wait, hold on. So you're trying to go pick up a random girl today, right? And then go to the movies with her by 7?
No. I made a mistake. I don't want to go by 7. I'm saying like I could go at any time. I just want to go because, to be honest, I just want to go out and just talk to women, you know, because that's just fun for me. So I just want to go out and talk to women. And I was just seeing on some random shit like, yo, I want to go see this movie later. If I'm talking to a woman and she don't got no plans for the night, I just fuck it, take her with me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That could happen. But what I'm saying is that that's something that would happen as like what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is if you was out, right? Let's say you was out and you said, hey, I'm gonna go to this movie at 8:00 or whatever, just by yourself or some shit, right? But then you say, you know what, before I go to the movie, let me go get a drink at this bar. And then you're at the bar and you kick in, you chilling, you got a drink real quick, you see a chick, you start talking, and you know the vibe is good, and you say, hey, what you doing, you know, like later on, or what you doing after this? And she's like, oh, nothing, I was gonna go home. Like, yo, I'm about to go see this movie. Come kick it with me. That's one thing. Right. So it's kind of like something that you do that's happening as you're doing what you were going to do anyway. But what I'm saying is if you're actively going out to try to get a girl to come to the movies with you that's starting at 8:00, what I'm saying is that in most cases, that's not going to happen. Unless you're like your mouthpiece got to be super crisp and you got to because remember, when you're talking to women, right, a lot of this shit is a numbers game. So it's 4 p.m. right now as we're recording this. So that means you got 4 hours to go meet a chick and then bring her back to see a movie at 8:00. You see what I'm saying? Like you think you got hey, if you think you got it like that, then cool. But I'm just saying that most likely that's not going to be a situation that's going to happen. What I would suggest you do is this. What I would do is I would meet, if I was to go to a bar or something, you know, before the movie, like let's say you go to a happy hour and shit, like around 5:30, 6:00, holler at some chicks, exchange some you know numbers or whatever, go see your movie by yourself, and then after the movie's done, or right before, you know, you hit the chick up and say, yo, let's meet up afterwards. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the only reason why I'm asking this is because I'm 20 and like I live in a project, so it's like I don't really know New York all that well. Usually I meet women in like college and like through high school. And, you know, I just wanted to just, you know, I enjoy talking to women. So I could go to the movies by myself, but like if I'm going to go downtown, I like talking to women because I see a lot of attractive women. So I like talking to them.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can still do that. I'm just saying that the chances of that happening are not it's because the time issue, and you don't have enough time to talk to a number of women in order to find one that's also free to do that thing at the moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that most likely that ain't gonna be the thing. Now, you say you 20, right? So in a lot of situations, you ain't gonna be able to even get into these bars. You ain't even 21 yet, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was gonna actually be my next question. Like, how does a 20-year-old, you know, I know I can meet women through like the streets and shit like that, but like, what is some social places where I can just, you know, just chill out? I got a fake ID, but like, shit,
this
still,
you need to hit up the mall, my brother. You need to fucking go. You know, definitely you got to hit the streets, but you got to hit up the malls. You got to hit up. You know, you in New York, so there's a few like spots like for example, like where you at? You in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens? Where you at?
I'm in Harlem.
You're in Harlem. Okay, well,
Harlem, Manhattan.
Okay, so you in Harlem. There's a lot of shit popping off in Harlem as far as a lot of shit in the streets, cafes you could go to, coffee shops and shit, you know, shit like that. You're gonna have to do that type of shit. Shout out to my dude K-Zag and 20 in the chat. What's popping? Yeah, you got it. When do you turn 21?
You said what?
I said when do you turn 21?
September 1st of this year.
Okay, cool. So you almost at that age where you could start, you know what I'm saying, going to the bars. Where right now, stick to the streets, stick to the fucking malls and coffee shops and shit like that. And then also go online, and there's a website called meetup.com. You can find events and stuff that's happening with there, because there'll be, you know, chicks, you know, floating around those events and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that. And the last thing I wanted to say is, you know, I'm a youngin', and trust and believe, while a lot of these guys are sitting down and complaining, I'm outside every single day. I'm only 20, so I got decades in this shit.
That's what's up.
You know, I'm thinking about guys like that.
That's what's up.
You know, trust and believe, you know, one thing about when I listen to y'all, I don't only just listen to y'all. Every time I hear something y'all say, I execute on it right away, which is why I learn so quickly.
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
if I hear one thing Locario says, I'm not just sitting on it. I'm going outside and applying it. And then, you know, so that not only do I have information, but then I also gain the experience.
Right.
And doing that at a young age, you know, I'm going to be ahead of the game. So good looking to you, man.
That's what's up. That's what I like to hear, man. Appreciate you, Mo. Appreciate the call, brother. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know, I like when cats is out here doing the fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to take action. That's all it's about, man. Because all this other extra shit, it ain't really about nothing if you ain't taking no action. Because dudes could talk all this shit and talk about, about looks and money and status and all that's all cool and all that. But if you ain't taking action, you ain't doing shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. Let's go to 714. 714, what's popping?
Hey, Mr. Locario. Hello, everybody. Surface Dweller. It's Spicoli, everybody's favorite Southern California stoner. Hello.
What's going
Mr.
on?
Locario, I wanted to address...
Hold on. Did you donate, though?
What?
Did you donate? I know you ain't that high. Did you donate?
Did I donate?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do. I'll donate after.
Oh, you're killing me, bro. This is what I want you to do.
I'll donate after.
This is what I want you to do. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up. I want you to put down the weed, and then take out your credit card, and then hit that donate button at the top of the chat, and then call back in, my brother. You feel me?
Can I do a super chat?
I don't got super chats. That's why you got to donate on the joint. But I appreciate your call, my brother. See, that's what happens. You getting all high. You just, you know. Oh my goodness. But guys, the calling number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. Hold on, let me get to some of this these questions so real quick. So I'm not gonna be here too long, probably on another like 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. Hold on, let me see what some of these questions real quick. All right. So it says, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. It says, girl says she don't do hookups or friends with benefits unless there's a connection first. Do I believe her or charge her to the game? Listen, she say, like, I got to tell you, like, again, when a woman says she don't do this or she don't do that, just add with you at the end of the sentence. So let's read this again. Girl says, I don't do hookups or friends with benefits unless there's a connection first with you. You understand what I'm saying? Or she can say, I don't do hookups or friends with benefits with you. That's what you got. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to say. That's all you got to say. Oh, you're saying music was echoing? Is that just Andrew's computer? Let me know if the music's echoing. I'll turn it back off again. Hold on. Let me put it on lower actually because it's a little too loud. Hold on. All right. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Just say they're just talking about you when it comes to that shit. Says you said you never compromise your manhood. You compromise and do things because the woman is following you. But when not, and how not to do you exactly compromise in the. That's a crazy ass fucking sentence. Like trying to understand what you're saying. So you're saying never compromise your manhood, and do things because a woman is following you. But you're saying, how do you exactly compromise in a relationship? I think that's what you're saying. So this is the thing. What you want to do is that you want to create a structure in a relationship to where you're not compromising. You understand? Meaning that you create situations where the woman that you're with is dealing with you on your terms. So even when when it seems like, oh, well, she wants to do this, and you're like, I'm not really too much into that. But what happens is that you may end up doing that with her or giving her that situation or circumstance or experience, right, as a reward for her to being consistently about your program, right? So it's not, when you say compromise, a lot of times it's more so like, damn, well, I'm compromising who I am to be with this woman. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you being that man, and creating a certain type of relationship. And then what happens is that anything that falls under that relationship is something that you're good with anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you talk about compromise, it's talking about doing things that you don't want to do, and you're just doing it for her just to try to make her happy because you think that's what you got to do. That's not what we're talking about here. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there are times in a relationship where a woman wants to do something or talk about something or go to a certain place that you're not necessarily too excited about. You understand what I'm saying? And what you can do is you can say, okay, well, listen, I'm not really feeling that, but let's do something else that we both enjoy. You understand what I'm saying? So that's as far as the compromise goes. You understand? But you don't really want to be doing too much or doing anything of, you understand what I'm saying, that you don't want to do. Because that's also a slippery slope, because then you say, okay, well, fine, we'll do this. And then next thing you know, it's fine, we'll do that. And next thing you know, it's like you end up doing so many things, you forget that, you're even, compromising in that way. And it just becomes normal. You see what I'm saying? So you have to already have sort of like a standard of the type of relationship you want and have a woman who's going to follow that. You understand? It's that simple. Raymond's like, so you're saying be ruthless? I wasn't sure exactly what that was. I guess when he's talking about being too nice, I guess, but you just gotta have the like Boss Mac said in the thing, you gotta have the heart to be ruthless. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. And that doesn't mean anything like crazy. It just means like you have to be able to let a chick, know what it is and be cool with her leaving. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of guys are scared to like tell a chick what it is because they're scared the chick ain't gonna be down and that she's gonna leave. But sometimes you gotta let her leave. Chris Play said, Locario, how do you get a bitch to want anal for the first time? Oh man. See, usually what happens is that a chick who will want anal for the first time is probably a chick who does anal a lot anyway. But if you get a girl who doesn't do anal or hasn't really done anal like that, you most likely ain't gonna have her do that the first time in most cases. But if it's a chick, that you've been fucking with for a while, the sex is cool, she might try that shit out. But on the first time, it's usually ain't gonna happen unless the chick is already a chick that, has been doing that already. You understand? So, Locario, what's your opinion on T.I. saying women are greater than men? I mean, I didn't hear that, but I always like to hear the context and what people talk about. But no man or woman is greater than any like no man is greater than a woman, no woman's greater than a man. Period. You understand what I'm saying? A woman is not greater than a man is not greater than a woman. Because we're each other's counterparts. So you can't have one be greater than the other because you need both for this situation to exist. That's like saying, hey, is a woman's egg greater than the guy's sperm, or is the guy's sperm greater than the egg? You need both of them shits to make the kid. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you could say, you could have it in your ego to think, oh, you're better than the chick. That's fine and all of that. And if we're talking in that context, you can do that all day if you want. But if we're like being real about it, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's better than the other. So how long did it take for you to separate the fantasy of the woman from the actual woman, or was that never an issue for you? No, well, this is the thing. The fantasy that you have about women comes from your lack of experience with women. So a lot of times guys have a fantasy about how women are going to be, how they are, how they act, the type of person they're going to, the type of person they are based off of, what they've been taught, what they've been hearing women say. You understand what they've been hearing society say, right? So what women try to do is women try to paint themselves in the best light, right? Like a lot of guys truly believe that women aren't out here cheating just as much as men, right? You have guys that believe that a woman won't, there's only like a small percentage of women who are gonna have, hookups or one night stands. There's only those hoes over there. The regular women aren't doing that. You got to get to know them and bullshit. But the more you deal with women, the more you realize that it's a bunch of bullshit that people be talking about when it comes to, how women really are, because they're trying to put up a certain front for society. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get to this call. 210 was popping. Who this?
Yo, what's good, man? It's K Zaggin, bro.
K Zaggin, what's going on, fam? Oh, my bad. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong fucking button. Hold on.
Real quick, I just want to know. I don't want to know, but I just want to say that I still donate because our niggas think because we fuck with each other that niggas just be telling me. That's what's up. So I donate.
That's what's up. Appreciate it, bro. So what's good with you, man?
Donate. All right, man. Look, I'm listening to this shit. I'm multitasking. So I'm working on one end. I got like 2 screens up. Right. I'm working with some shit, and I'm listening to my homie and shit. And I just want guys to understand. And I said this. You said this. So ain't nobody strange to shit. But niggas don't understand fraction. Like they really don't get it. Like they really don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. And my thing is, the shit is biological. Like it don't matter, what kind of car you drove up in, what kind of clothes you got. I mean, that shit can help. Right. We all know that shit can help.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when women fuck with dudes, it's on the fucking the animalistic, carnal. I just want to fuck nature.
Exactly.
That shit like
exactly.
Dudes act like that don't exist, and that shit exists for all women.
Exactly.
It don't matter what walk of life they from. It exists. Women will run across dudes where they know them dudes ain't really for them, and any family would have an issue with them, but they be like, I want to fuck them though.
Right, exactly.
I want to fuck.
Exactly.
And dudes act like chicks got, this thing called chill. No, chicks will do ill shit for some dick.
Exactly.
They would do, like you said it, chicks will sacrifice some sleep. They will sacrifice travel time. They will sacrifice money. But like, oh my God. And it bothers me because all these dudes, they be following these whack ass, these goofy ass niggas on YouTube, and they don't understand. These niggas don't understand real sexual attraction.
Exactly.
Like, I just want to fuck. I just want to fuck you just to, like check this out. And you know this because you've been around enough women.
Right.
There are chicks that want to fuck you on the strength that you're just fuckable.
Exactly.
Like you at a club and you try to holler at everything moving. And you're like, damn, I can't get nothing. And then at the end of the night, a chick come up and be like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
And she ain't really feeling you because you're the finest nigga in the room. She like, he all just left.
Right, exactly, right.
He all just left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He's fuckable. He's fuckable. Like now, and see, a lot of guys, they wonder why I never get a call back. Why don't a chick ever call me back? Because she just wanted to fuck for the night.
Exactly.
And you was
exactly. Like dudes don't be getting that also. They be thinking like, oh well, because they fuck a girl and then the girl don't call them back. And then, or they try to call the girl don't respond, whatever it is. And they start thinking, oh, well, maybe she don't like me and blah, 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 blah. And or niggas come with the shit like, well, she must be fucking a lot of dudes. That's why she can't pair bond. You know see what I'm saying? But it's like, she just wanted the nigga for that night. That was it.
All she wanted was to bust a nut.
Exactly.
All she wanted.
Exactly.
And see, and this is how I know, you know, EO knows, Steve Dean knows, 50 knows, Miles knows, Angry Man knows. Right. We all know that these niggas, they level of game is elementary.
Right.
They don't really get it because some chicks, they just want to come.
Right. Right.
I just need them for the night. I just need them for the night. Like dudes be thinking that women be idea of everything that they want. Sometimes they go out and they be like, damn, I'm horny.
Mm-hmm.
I want to fuck him, but he ain't really hollering at me. He's looking for choosing signals.
Right, exactly.
But this other guy that don't look as good as him, he ain't looking for choosing signals. But I can tell he's been trying to get at me all night.
Mm-hmm.
But because I can't get what, but I'm horny though.
Right.
And he is the best bet for the night. He might be 5'6", 190 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he's in shape. He's not out of shape, but he's not in shape either.
Mm-hmm.
But he's fuckable because he said the right thing at the right time.
Exactly. And see, guys don't get that because they think, and especially if they get it, if they have sex with a girl and they're like, oh, how can we call him back, whatever. They think that a woman only has sex because she's emotionally attached to a dude or she likes him like that or I got to, you see what I'm saying? Like she gotta like you enough to fuck you, but she don't gotta like you enough to keep it going though. That's what a lot of guys don't get. Because some girls are in that mindset of, yo, I just want to get dick down. And that's it.
Yes, bro. And it's really some biological shit. Like, I'm horny. I want some dick.
Right.
But what a lot of guys don't understand. See, a lot of guys, like let's be real. The average guy has never experienced bad pussy. Because any pussy to him is good.
Right, exactly.
If I can get my dick wet, it's good.
Right.
But women go through a lifelong journey of experiencing bad dick.
Right.
Like
exactly.
all they get is bad dick.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a conversation with a guy, and they think like, I do some real shit. I might actually get a nut out of this.
Right.
I might actually get an orgasm. Which is what I understand. See, let's talk about sexual attraction. See, a lot of guys think sexual attraction is simply behind how you look. Well, how you look don't guarantee a nut.
Exactly.
But your behavior and how you act, a woman might feel a little compelled to be like, he might actually know what the fuck he's doing.
Exactly.
That's what guys don't understand about attraction. They think attraction is some minimalistic, how you look shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, you handsome, it's all good. Okay, cool. You look at my thing, and you said it. You've been doing joint for what, 10, 15 years?
Right.
You said it yourself. How many women have had sex with dudes where they never were sexually satisfied?
Right.
But
exactly.
they thought the dude was.
Mm-hmm.
That don't equate to sexual satisfaction. So what do women learn? Oh, just because a nigga look good don't mean he gonna fuck me, right?
Exactly.
But what they learn is
that's real shit.
But what happens, L, and you know what, like I know it because you've been that nigga and I've been that nigga. When you talk to women a certain way, they be like, oh shit, I'm gonna actually get some out of this. Because he's talking like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, they have sex with you, and they be like, "Oh, this nigga, he knew. He talked the talk, and he walked the walk." Oh shit! So what happens after that? Every nigga after that, now they listen to what a nigga say.
Right, exactly. And see, that's a perfect point you brought up. That's a perfect point you brought up, because it's like a woman recognize, because see, like guys, when they think about attraction, they only thinking about looks. They don't realize that when a woman's thinking about attraction, it's like if she wants dick and she's like, what was the last dick that I had, or the last few dicks, whatever I had that turned me on? And what was it about those guys? There was something about them as dudes, like their behavior, the fucking way they came at me, the way they talked to me, the confidence, all of that shit comes into play when it came to them actually having a guy that they had a good time with. So all they're doing is recognizing those things also. You see what I'm saying? That's what dudes don't get. You don't get that shit.
Yes, sir.
They don't get it, but you know.
Yes, and that's why that book you wrote.
Right,
book you wrote.
Right, looks don't matter.
Looks.
Right, exactly.
The looks don't matter. And I haven't read the book. I'm gonna keep it out though. But I'm sure in that book you break down, and I don't want to get too far into it. I know you want to make niggas pay for the game and shit.
Right.
But I'm sure that you talk about behavior.
Exactly.
How you behave.
Exactly.
And this is what a lot of niggas don't get, because see, a lot of niggas are simplistic. And when I say that, I mean this. They just happy with some pussy. They happy with like, I got some pussy. I'm gonna attract a bitch. I'm good with that.
Right.
But women aren't simplistic like that. They want more. They want something deeper than just you look good to me.
Exactly.
They want an interaction that's meaningful. An interaction that's meaningful don't got to be no love. The interaction that's meaningful can be some good dick.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Because you know what it is? You know what it is with, you know what it is with attraction?
Look good.
You know what an attraction, when it comes to attraction for women, it's like this, right? See, it's like, let's say you have a two doors, right? And one door is gold, right? And another door is made of wood. You understand? But what happens is that for guys, when it comes to attraction, they're looking at, oh, the gold door is nice and shiny and pretty. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't know what's behind those doors. So if somebody tells the woman, hey, listen, you know, behind the gold door, right, it's a cupcake, but behind the fucking wooden door, it's like gold and jewelry and all this other shit. You understand what I'm saying? So now the wooden door is more attractive. She's gonna go through that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's about what's behind the look that makes a woman attracted. That's what dudes don't get. You see what I'm saying? See, guys are just looking at the front of the situation. Women, a lot of times, are looking beyond that also. Now, again, women are still looking at a certain guy and be like, oh, he's attractive, he looks good or whatever, and can be attracted to him because of that. But what a lot of guys don't get, though, is that women don't have a hard time getting good-looking dudes. So even when a woman has right, exactly, when they've had good-looking dudes, when the sex was trash. You see what I'm saying? So that happens also.
Look, L. I'm gonna hit you with something that I did on purpose. I did this on purpose.
Right.
When the Sunday joint that we did, the man, not the man, but the Real Game No Theory joint.
Right.
Right. After we did that, I did like a 2-minute video where I had the hat on and a white jacket on, right? I did a 2-minute joint with that on purpose. That same night, I went to a comedy show with that same with the black hat, the white, got mad love from chicks. But I already knew what I would get. I already knew the attention I would get. Attention. I already knew. So I did that on purpose to show niggas I can move a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Based on my get up.
Right.
I can move a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, I can't move a bitch. But I did that on purpose because I looked at all the comments under the video. Oh, nigga was fly. Oh, nigga the hat. I gotta have a jacket. Right. I'm like, I already knew I could move y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what do Carrie do? I show up in baseball caps and t-shirt. All I do is that.
Right.
But when I did that, and I already knew I could move niggas, and I could move a bitch. You know what I'm saying? based on that.
Right.
So I did that, and then I went out, and the whole night, I moved bitches all night. They was like, who is he?
Right.
Who is he?
Mm-hmm.
Who he with? I already knew, bro. And if this is something that you know, I know, Dean know, Yo know,
right.
House know, 50. We can move a bitch. I can move you. Okay, and the average guy understand how to move a woman.
Right.
And because they think, oh, move a woman by money.
Right, exactly. On the bullshit, right.
It's the bullshit. But I can move you because I know how to appeal to you.
Right.
So I can move you with this. But you gotta feel, you gotta.
Right. Nah, that's some real shit, bro. Nah, that's some real fucking shit. Nah, they're saying some real shit though, man. You're saying some real ass shit.
Here we go. All right, on that note, L, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I know you got a show you got to do. Mad love for you, fam. Mad respect for you, fam.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna holler at you in a couple of days.
All right, bro. I'm out.
Peace,
Peace. That's what's up. My dude K Zagging 20 in the building. Always spin that heavy game. All right, so let me get to some more of these questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up, and then we're gonna head up out of here. Let's get to some more of these, and then we're gonna head up out of here and call it a day. All right, so this one says, Ms. Locario, is it true that having influence over your woman, meaning her fearing losing you, can decrease the chances of her cheating? However, there's no 100% foolproof way. Well, yeah, there's no 100% foolproof way that your woman won't cheat, because her cheating on you or her staying with you has everything to do with her. You understand? Now, the key word you said is influence. You can have influence over a woman, but at the end of the day, all decisions she makes is based off of her own selfish desires to make those decisions. So if she decides not to cheat on you, that's because that made more sense for her to do for her. If she cheats on you, that made more sense for her to do for her. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. It says, can men and women just be friends if they plan to have sex, but one of them ruined it or didn't work out? Could they go back to just being friends? I mean, yeah, it depends. That could happen. I feel like if a man and a woman are attracted to each other and they've already had sex, you know, preferably like more than once or whatever, and then it kind of like fizzles out in that way, I feel like they can actually genuinely be friends because they've already gotten that sort of activity out their system, or they've gotten past that, meaning that at that point now they can be a little bit more real with the situation, because before that all they're doing is really thinking about, oh man, I want to have sex with this person, but they already did, so now you can get past that and then actually be cool. You feel what I'm saying? But if the sex didn't happen, then it's gonna be some bullshit. You said wife sent nude pics to our landlord. She said she was drunk and felt embarrassed, and she did the 7th month. She did the 7th month ago, and she told me yesterday. But why wait mad long? Do you think she's doing it to other men also? Yes, she is, bro. Somebody, she was drunk and didn't know. Bruh, come on, son. Yo, you know a movie I gotta see? Miles put me onto this. We're probably gonna do a whole show on this. There's a movie on Hulu called Deep Water with Ben Affleck, and I forgot the other chick's name or whatever, but that movie is crazy. Like dudes be talking about like cuckold shit. That movie right there is what a cuckold actually situation is. That's what you gotta watch that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta watch that shit. Jeremiah said, I smashed a chick who said she wants to build her fuck buddy roster. Why is she inviting me for brunch 2 days after I smash? Was it because she slept over? Oh man. Well, this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. If you know, y'all gotta stop. Listen, y'all gotta stop. Yeah, my fucking camera's going crazy right now. Why is this shit all blurry? Here we go. All right. Y'all gotta stop fucking doing more than just having sex with these. Like, y'all doing too much, bro. You sleeping over, cuddling, you know, like doing all this like extra sensitive shit. So yeah, she's gonna want to do other shit. But see, if she's inviting you to brunch and all this other shit, you're going. So why are you going? If you're just trying to keep it sexual, then keep it sexual. But you're sleeping over and going to brunch with her, that's you creating that situation, bro. Next, you're gonna be actually, where's this going and all that other stupid shit. You said if I want to hook up with my boy's sister, he knows I'm nasty. Should I tell him my intentions with her and consider his opinion, or should I go for what I want without telling him? Well, this is the thing. You got to just ask yourself, how much of a simp ass nigga is your friend? You understand? And I'm guessing he is a super simp because you're asking his question. So you might as well tell him at first before he start acting like a little bitch. But see, if your friend was a real motherfucker, he wouldn't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't give a fuck. You said, Locario, women like the what? Filaments? Is he trying to say fulfillment? What? A filament in the light bulb and the way it shines. Light men like the light bulb. It's about substance inside the what? I'm confused. Y'all gotta when y'all send these, you gotta ask a question. Y'all be making statements. I'm like, what y'all talking about? You said how to guarantee a woman won't catch feelings after sex. I met a chick, smashed, and after we smashed, she started asking for a relationship. Everything was fun and cool before she brought that shit up. Why is it every time, James? How come every time you ask a question, it be shit like this? Why? Why you? I feel like all your questions is like, yo, I was chilling with this girl and I had sex with her and she had 30 orgasms. I was hanging out with this girl. She jumped out of a car that I was with, and and then she went out in the store and bought me flowers. Like, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing. You can't guarantee a woman's not going to catch feelings after sex. You understand? It's either she's going to feel a certain type of way or she ain't. But in most cases, depending on the situation, right? Like if y'all just hooked up randomly, you met her at a bar or something, in most cases, she's not going to catch feelings. Now, if you was like, whining and dining her, doing a bunch of shit, then, she might catch feelings because she's liking you overall. You feel what I'm saying? He said, what creates comfort with women the fastest? Well, that's the thing. Don't worry about creating comfort with a woman. Just deal with figure out what you want, let the girl know what you want, and then have her respond. That's it. You don't have to build comfort with a chick. A chick is going to be comfortable around a man she's interested in. If she's interested in you, she will be comfortable. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm about to head up out of here. Make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, and make sure you join the Bad Boy membership so you can check out the program, how to send messages that'll get you laid on online dating apps, that is dropping at the end of the month. Make sure you guys get that shit. It's going to be fire. That shit's going to be fire, people. Make sure you get that shit cracking. Go to badboymembership.com. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And I will holler at y'all later. And remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. And I am out of here. Later.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.